Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more of the Super Mario Party playthrough. Today, it's not on like Donkey Kong, it's on like Diddy Kong. That's right, gonna be playing as Diddy Kong today. That's who the randomization actually selected. And yeah, we're gonna be playing some more Mario Party, at least the main Mario Party board gameplay anyway. Gonna be moving on to the third board we have, which is the Megafruit Paradise. These four little tropical islands feature pipes you can use to warp between them. It's basically, I guess you could kind of compare it to like Mystery Land from Mario Party 2. It's kind of the same idea, just with fruit islands instead. So yeah, that's the board we're going to be playing. Obviously you can go between the two islands on both horizontal axes there. And I believe the warp pipes will actually go between the diagonal islands, so you know, it's kind of a unique island hopper, I guess you could say. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this started. Going to be playing 15 turns. The characters that we're going to have with us today, we have Mario, we have Goomba, and we have... what was the third character? Dry Bones, that's who we got. So yeah, should be an interesting time, I guess you could say. An interesting time indeed. So I'm going to take a look at the board here. Just kind of take a look at what we got going on here. Pretty tropical setting. I'd say of all the boards in the game, this is probably my favorite one, just from aesthetics, and also just you know, it's just a nice board to look at. Honestly, it's a really cool board. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to the Paradise Adventures. I hope you brought some sunscreen. This is your first time, right? Yeah, we'll go ahead and see what we have to say about this board. This place is made up of 4 tropical islands. Let's take a look around. Watermelon Island features 2 sparklers. Light them up and see what happens. The upper left island features 2 present boxes. I wonder what's inside. Pineapple Island features a special shop. You can buy cool stuff there. And check out that huge ice cream cone. It seems like it should have melted by now. There are also some pipes you can use to move from one island to island. Green pipe to green pipe and red pipe to red pipe. There's also that bridge between islands. It looks a bit sketchy if you ask me. That's about it. Hopping around these little islands sure sounds like paradise, huh? By the way, do you need to hear the rules? No, I do not. Move on, please. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll the die. It looks like we are going third this time. One of these days I'll get to go first. One of these days. It won't be today, though. It won't be today. So yeah, as usual, as we go through the game, I'll talk about the different character dice blocks that we have. I'll go ahead and start with Diddy Kong's, because obviously Diddy Kong is the character I'm playing as. Diddy Kong has kind of a very half and half type of dice block, where basically 50% of the time he'll be moving 0 spaces, and the other 50% of the time he'll be moving 7 spaces. So kind of an all or nothing type of dice block. And I will say that there's another block that's kind of like Diddy Kong's with his big partner Donkey Kong, but I'd say Diddy Kong's dice block is actually better. We'll go over Donkey Kong's more when we get him, but you know, you can't go as many spaces with Diddy's highest rolls, but there's also less zeros than some of the other characters, too, than when you look at Diddy. So, you know, he's not bad. It's just kind of one of those cases where maybe at the beginning of the game you probably want to use just a normal dice block just to kind of get things going. And then once you do kind of get things going, you can probably start using that more risky dice block, especially if you have some allies, because then you at least have like something to balance it out a little bit. But yeah, just again, you get plus 2 coins, which is essentially a 0, 2 zeros, and 3 sevens. So, yeah, if you want to use it, go right ahead, but I think it is too early for that. We're going to see if we can maybe get some allies first. That sounds like a good idea to me. So, let's go ahead and roll a 1. That's a roll I didn't want to see. One thing you could do is if like you're exactly 7 spaces away from an ally space, you might as well use Diddy's dice block. See if you can get an ally and just go from there. Otherwise, well, you'll have that same opportunity the following roll. So that is kind of a cool thing about Diddy's Dice Block, is you do kind of have that scenario where you can essentially try again and again until you get the roll you want. But you could also have bad luck, so it's really hard to say. Okay, so the first game we're going to be playing in this game is Social Climbers. Let me actually check my list. I don't think we played this game yet. Actually, according to my list that we have, so... Okay, we have actually seen this before. So I won't bother explaining this. Pretty simple motion control minigame. How Goomba climbs this, I will never know. Goomba is kind of an oddity when it comes to Mario spin-offs. I don't know how he bats in Mario Superstar Baseball. I don't know how he does some of the other crazy things he does in Mario Party here, but he makes it work. Goomba makes it work, that's all I gotta say. Also, I can't help but feel like I have the advantage because Diddy Kong is a good climber. That's his advantage in Donkey Kong Country. He actually like climbs things faster in Donkey Kong Country 2, and I think in 1 as well, so... Diddy kind of had the advantage there, not gonna lie, but... More so it was me, you know, controlling Diddy Kong, so it's not really that. But I'd like to kind of joke that I have the advantage anyway. Okay, so I don't see any real practical reason for rolling a 7 right now. Because here's the thing, like, I do kind of want to get things moving at the very least. Because here's the thing, if I just keep rolling zeros for a couple of turns, I'm going to be making no progress. So, that's something I need to keep in mind. But, okay, yeah, there's no reason for me to roll my dice block, because I would have considered it if, like, the question mark, or the event spaces were exactly 7 spaces away from me. But I believe it's 5 and 6, so there's really no reason to do that. Let's go ahead and look at the board. I'm actually curious where the ally spaces are. First we get some toad tips. On this board you travel between 4 little islands. There are a couple of pipes used to warp around. And there are bridges connecting the left and right sides. Use these various options wisely. Oh, and you won't be able to cross this sand bridge after it collapses, so be careful. Okay, so as far as ally spaces, there's one on Pineapple Island. Looks like there's one on the top left island, and there's also... No, it's really just the left side of the board, or where the ally spaces are. Probably not going to be a lot of allies being gotten in this board. But we're going to go ahead and roll our normal dice block, see if we can land on the event spaces. Which we do. Sweet. That's the exact roll I wanted. So let's go ahead and talk about another character dice block. I'm trying to remember who goes next. I want to say it's Dry Bones? Yeah. Okay, so Dry Bones has a dice block. He's not going to use it, but he has a dice block that's... it's kind of like Diddy Kong's, actually. It's 3 1s and 3 6s. So it's the same idea. Maybe, on average, a little better. Well, I can't really say on average, but, I mean, at the very least, like, if you don't get a 6, you're at least going to get a 1, so... That is one kind of thing with Dry Bones. It's kind of like you either move very slow or you move very fast. Which I think is probably a little better than Diddy's, just because, you know, if you don't get a 7, you get a 0 in Diddy's case. At least in Dry Bones, you get at least like 1 extra space you move. And looks like we're going to be playing Gridiron Gauntlet. Stay in it to the end. I think we actually got this game. Yeah, we did. We did get this game. I remember I pushed Peach into a charge and chuck and was actually pretty happy about it. I'm a little nervous, though. I've been playing this game a little, like, on my own time, and I have noticed that I am kind of experiencing some of the dreaded Joy-Con drift, which anyone who owns a Switch and has owned a Switch for, like, a couple of years now, you know the stories when it comes to Joy-Con drift. It is not a fun time. Basically, just, the control stick kind of has a mind of its own at times. Yeah, there's no avoiding that, unfortunately.
Winner.
Even if I moved up high enough, there was going to be another chuck coming from the left, so... You know what, I'll go ahead and take second place. I'm still going to get the star no matter what. Still going to get some pity coins out of it too. So I think we're still doing alright. Everyone else kind of stuck on this first island though. So now, since we just saw Goomba's dice block, we'll go ahead and take a look at Goomba's dice block. Goomba's dice block is actually very similar to Monty Mole's, which we did see in the first board. The only difference between Monty Mole's and Goomba's is while Monty Mole had essentially a 0 and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Goomba has 2 zeros and 3, 4, 5, 6. But the only difference is, like, his zeros are +2 coins, as opposed to Monty Mole's 1, 0, which was a +1 coin. So Goomba's kind of about getting, like, more coins than Monty Mole, but the problem is it's essentially more zeros, and the 0 is the more worst aspect, because you're going to get a lot of coins in these games no matter what, so it's not a really great trade-off, if I'm being honest. So I wouldn't recommend using Goomba's dice block too much unless, like, you know, you're really desperate for coins or something. That's the only reason I would use it. Okay, so we're 1 space from the star, but I want to see how close we were to this, which is... Okay, 4 spaces for the ally space. If we get a 3, we're definitely heading to the other island, but I do kind of want to see if I can maybe get that ally space, if possible. And even if I don't, there's a chance I could also get what's up there, too, which is also kind of nice. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Let's just go ahead and roll. Yeah, definitely don't want to roll a 0, so we're not using Diddy's dice block. That's for sure. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our first star. That's going to put us in the lead, but... you know, we're going to be at the kind of the mercy of where the star is going to go, because the star could just end up going to one of the islands on the other side, or on the bottom side, and all the other players are closer to that than I am, so we'll just have to see how we can make this work in our favor. We could get lucky and it might just move to the same island. We'll just have to see. Nope, looks like it's going to the Pineapple Island. Which I could still kind of make it there, I guess. The problem is... Let me see. Where am I going to go if I stay on this island? The blue space up there. That's good. I could also play this. But it's either that or get splooshed. So, I don't know if I want to do that. Honestly, getting this space right here would actually be really good in a scenario where like if I was like exactly 7 spaces away from this, because then I could essentially get this twice, and like that's what you want to do with that too. But do I want to go back to start? That's the question. Because here's the deal. I wish I could actually see. Okay, there we go. Because, I mean, everyone is right here. I'd essentially be, like, dueling them to get to the star in terms of movement. Which is maybe not something I want to do. But a happening space would actually get me... or event space, rather. It would give me... like an event square, which will add that to my total. I already have 1, so that'd be helpful. Well, I had no idea there was a mega blooper here. Be careful crossing the bridge. Proceed with caution. Yep, unfortunately. Splash. So yeah, I'm back to start. That's okay. Okay, so Dry Bone's going to use his dice block. Roll a 6. And he's actually in a pretty good position along with Mario. They have that gold mushroom. They can kind of use that to speed their way to the star, so I'm going to need to look out for both of them moving forward. Okay, Dash and Dot. I think we've played this game already, too. We're getting a lot of games that we've already played, and that's pretty strange this early on in the project, and we still have a lot of mini games to play. And I am actually keeping track this time. I do want to thank all those people who volunteered to, you know, keep track of all the mini games in the comments section. I know I've had people help me with that a lot in the past, and I've really appreciated that because I always just forget to keep track whenever I'm playing like real time. So that's always been incredibly helpful whenever people volunteer to do that. But I actually have a list this time. I'm trying to be smart. I don't want to necessarily rely on people, but I do appreciate everyone who has chipped in with that. Because usually their lists have always been really accurate too, so I don't think there was a single time that anyone really got it wrong, which is nice. Okay, unfortunately. You go ahead, I'll stay here if I might need this. Yep, okay. So we just need the meat. Dang it. I would have said that I was blocking him from getting to the end, but he was also blocking me at one point, so could have been worse, could have been better. I'll give him a high five. I could have not given him a high five since he is trying to get the star right now, but I think he already has enough, so it would have been irrelevant. It was only 2 coins. I think my one problem with this board is because there's like, you know, 4 different islands. It's hard to really experience like what all the islands have to offer sometimes. Because again, you're off the islands very quickly. Once you go around once, or you know, you may not even go around all the way. You might get pulled into a pipe early. It's like you're already off to another island, and like, we haven't even been on the Watermelon Island. We haven't even been on the Pineapple Island yet, so the first 5 turns have just been spent on this island and the other island in the top left corner. So, haven't really got to see a lot of this level. That's kind of the nature of island hoppers, though, I guess. So if Mario rolls low here, he could actually screw himself over. Which I don't think he did. I think 8 is just enough to make it past those squares. But I think Dry Bones is going to be a... oh, wow. Mario actually pulls a hidden block. I can't believe he did that. And he almost got a star from it, too. But he gets 12 coins. That's actually a lot of coins to get. That's a lot of coins for a hidden block in this game. So, kudos to him, I guess. So I guess I'll go ahead and talk about Mario's dice block since he did use it. And, we haven't talked about it yet. Actually, is that a... That is an item space, thank you. That is a good space, thank you. I really hope I actually get... You know what? I might actually use Diddy's dice blocks next turn. Because if I, you know, stay where I am, I'll at least get another item out of it, so... I think I'll do that. But, Mario's dice block, it's very Mario-like. It's 1, 3, 3, 3, 5, 6. It basically replaces the 2 and a 4 with another 3. It's fine. It's that's all I really have to say. It's like it's an okay dice block. It's a Mario dice block. It's like, yo, I'm the most bland and like boring character ever. Better make my dice block boring too. That's essentially what it is. Okay, so I'm working with Goomba this time. Juicebox, according to my list, we have not gotten this one yet, so... Okay, the goal of Juicebox is you have to work with your partner to basically make the pattern that you see on the left. So one of your partners gets the left side of your square, the other player gets the right side. You just go to the right design, and you try to basically match the picture on the left. That's really about it. You get 5 rounds max, first to 3 wins. That's basically all it is. My strategy for this game is just look for the first 2 pictures, look at the right side, and just kind of work with one side at a time. So like we saw 2 bananas on the left, so I just work with that. We have 2 oranges here. Oh shoot. Ah, damn. I should have went up there with Goomba, honestly. Okay, so... There we go. But yeah, the goal of this game is to just be fast, and... There you go. But yeah, for the first 2 pictures, you want to look at the fruits on the left side. And then for like the pictures after that, I think you want to look at the fruit on the top. Because I think like once you get to round 3, they'll start trying to throw like more traps at you, where you might have like 2 of the same fruit that are next to each other like they are in the picture, but then on the other side they're not equal. So you just have to be very persistent and make sure you know what you're looking for. That's really all you have to do. There is a way you can kind of tell in game like which ones you're supposed to get or would get in that right, which is kind of cool. Okay, so Goomba's going to use this gold mushroom, which honestly this could work out pretty well for him too. Like that's 10 spaces. I don't think that's going to be enough though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, not quite. You have to basically go around that entire island, it looks like. Ooh, Mario rolling a 6. That's actually a really good roll for him. Ooh, that bridge is actually... Oh, the bridge is about to break. Once that bridge breaks, you have no way of actually getting over there unless you use the pipes, which is... It makes navigating this board really tedious, if you ask me. So let's go ahead and look at this. You can use the item you got, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to use it. What happens if I move 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't want to hit the red space, but honestly, like, that's kind of a necessary evil right now, because I really want an ally, and I have a means to get an ally. So I think I should go for that. So we're going to go ahead and use Diddy's dice block. And we'll see what happens. So we don't move, but we're also going to get another item for our troubles. And there we go. That's a pretty solid item, if you ask me. In fact, hold on. Am I reading that correctly? 7, 8, 9, 10. Not quite. I thought maybe if I like rolled a 7 with my gold mushroom, I'd be able to get an ally, but not quite. And see, we'll go around there and we can get another like custom dice block too. So that actually makes that really nice. Okay, looks like Drybone's gonna get the first or the second star. I got the first star, but he gets the second one. And that's gonna get him to start moving.
You got a star.
You got a star. Okay, where's Toadette going now? She's actually going to that island, which... honestly, I don't hate that. Because again, no, there isn't a character space on that. Never mind. Well, I won't worry about it now. I'll let you guys know what I'm basically thinking next turn when we get to my move. Man, we're getting a lot of 2 versus 2 minigames, which is, I guess, kind of cool. I like the 2 versus 2 minigames in this game. Tall Order, we've already seen. This is the Aurora Borealis game. Aurora Borealis. Steamed hams.
Start.
I love how Drybones gave the penguin an afro. We kind of messed this up a little bit. Drybones, I don't... Drybones kind of messed things up there a little bit. I think we still won, but... our structure is not very tall. It's very lanky. We still win, though. New record, apparently. I've definitely gotten more than that online. I think the records that you get in the game, they're like you can't get them online. You can only set records in like single player stuff or local play. So I know me and my friend Bowser Girl have gotten like close to 20 on that one a couple of times. Shoutouts to my awesome partner Bowser Girl, as I just mentioned. Me and her have played this game a lot on Partner Party. I think we've played like over like 20 games against CPUs, and like we haven't lost a single one. And like you could argue that like, oh, there's not really a really hard difficulty, but like it's Mario Party. You're bound to get screwed eventually due to just like dice block movement, and we've still managed to overcome all the odds and still win like over 20 games together. So it's been a lot of fun. That's why I'm just really glad Nintendo made online for this game, honestly. Another hidden block? I know this game is called Mario Party, but damn! That shouldn't be the reason why. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I am going to use the normal block, and I'm going to actually use my golden mushroom as well. If I get a 6, I get an ally, which is pretty cool. If I don't, I should at least be able to, like, get close to getting an ally, and if I get a certain roll, like, I can at the very least just, like, get the star. Which I want to say this is like 2 spaces away. 1 space away? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I can just roll 1 next turn and get an ally. What if I go this way again? It's a blue space. Yeah, we're just going to go this way. Please don't break. Okay, good. I was worried the bridge was going to break. So yeah, I'm going to roll 1 next time, get an ally, and then we can go from there. Drybones is really trying to clean up here. I respect the aggressive play, don't get me wrong. This is a very aggressive play, and I think it will be a good play for him. Just, I don't know if this was the move. You made it, way to go. I wouldn't say he's on a hot streak. He was just the first one to get a gold pipe. That's really about it. I would not be that comfortable with like so few coins. Okay, where's... Oh my god, he's just moving up there. Or she's just moving up there. That's the funny thing, if he had enough coins, he could have got 2 stars in 1 turn. And he was only 5 coins away from doing that. The 10 coin star purchase, like again, while I say isn't like the worst thing in this game, that combined with the fact that you get pity coins from minigames, that's what makes like the price really low, I think, or too low. Hey guys, guess what? Another game we've played before. Man, I swear, there's gonna be a There's gonna be probably a video where we just play a lot of mini games because we haven't gotten a whole lot of new ones yet. I think the green one. Yeah. Definitely look for shapes that can stretch across the entire screen. I think Mario got this one. No, I got it. Doing pretty good so far. Actually, Mario beat me this time. Let's see. I don't know if I picked the big one there. Actually, Mario's looks good again. Ooh, I got the worst one. Okay, I need a really good one this time. I think mine's the best this time, though. It's not, but I still win.
Finish.
I was at least pretty consistent early on, so that allowed me to keep my lead there. Yeah, Mario does have a lot of coins. I gotta give him credit for that.